Okay, and welcome back. You would think that a dose of hot sauce would have an effect of clearing my throat, not clogging my throat, but I feel the opposite has been the case. But welcome back to Dragon's Lair. This is night 14. We'll see how it goes. I currently am unable to beat this game. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, and trying to do it blind. So no hints or help if there happens to be anyone out there who knows what to do. Just enjoy watching me struggle. I'm optimistic because I think Night 14, Night with a K. Thank you for the palms, cows. I'm optimistic because I think I may have found a setup that lets me get through one area more consistently. And yeah, to Zergling's point, those two instances that you're referring to, I consider to be one event. Dying on my first approach is part of the setup for getting through there reliably, I think. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try on my first attempt, but I don't have any hope. Excuse me, I don't have any hope for the first approach. I think you have to die on the first approach for the timing to line up the way I need it to. I just spent a few minutes watching the start of Doom 64. You spent 2 full minutes musing over how great it is you found a cane-shaped spaghetti noodle. You know the weirdest part? You know the weirdest part of this? Is, I actually remember that noodle. So I don't think that's an exaggeration at all. It made quite an impression on me. Maybe there's more, do you remember the start of Doom 64? Nope. I was about to say, maybe there's a lot more value to the stream archive than I have previously given it credit for. Before we proceed any further. Hey, Derek Ocean, welcome in. You just missed, we just finished Santa Claus Jr. on the Game Boy Color, which is actually a pretty decent game. I had a lot of fun with it. It gets a little dull and tedious toward the end, unfortunately, so it's not perfect, but still an all-around positive experience. But sadly, the good times are over, and now I'm playing Dragon Slayer again. I think I figured out how to get past one of the parts that's been giving me trouble, though, so... It's a part I've made it past before, but I think I know how to do it consistently now. I might be jinxing myself, but I'm feeling optimistic. Which is pretty rare for me. How do you put up with this game? It's a mystery of modern science. No one's quite sure how I've come to be the way that I am. Finally playing a good game, Duck Something says. I'm sure there are worse games I could be playing. I can't think of any, but I'm sure that they exist. I said I would give Santa Claus Jr. a 6 out of 7. I would give this game a 1 out of 7. I would give it a 7 out of 7, Duck Something says. We have definitely got our own... We've definitely got our own personal rulers. You like this game a lot more when you're regularly making a little progress. If I ever beat it, I'll probably like it a lot more too. You know, I'm like that, where I like a game a lot more after I beat it than I do during the journey. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us, my friend. In 2 days in a row, I should buy a lotto ticket. You can't win if you don't play. Alright, now I'm fully expecting to die on this first approach. I didn't. I don't know what is going on. Correction, I didn't die. Yet. Let's go! Still not enough data to, really know if that's consistent. Oh no, I died. That's unfortunate. I didn't make it to another checkpoint. Well, you know what? The good news is I get more data. That was a, I think that was a user error. I had the platforms where I needed them to be, but I executed poorly. Oh no, this gap looks a little too wide. And I stopped the skull at the wrong height. For something I am supposedly doing consistently. I'm not doing it very consistently. Alright, well now I'm in trouble. That was off. Consistently inconsistent. That's like my... It's like my tagline. There we go. That's looking great. That's how we want it to be every time. Alright, so it's not perfectly consistent, my current approach, but it's a lot better. I'm a lot more likely to succeed. Unfortunately, I had to bleed 1 million lives just now, but my confidence is still improved overall. Don't worry that I'm the only one that understands why. And really don't worry that not even I understand. Okay, whether or not I make it over here is just luck anyway, so it doesn't matter. Can the skulls be killed? Not that I have discovered. If they can, I don't want to know about it. I think they can only be frozen in place. I've tried hitting them a lot of times, and I've tried hitting them with various weapons, and freezing them in place is the best I've ever done. I hate that guy. He spawns in randomly, and the thing is, like, he's not really a problem in and of himself, but his existence throws off the pattern of the regular enemies. So when he spawns in, then I have to worry that other stuff is going to spawn out of its normal timing. I don't really care about that enemy in and of himself. He doesn't do a lot of damage. All he does is steal our gold, and I couldn't really care less about the gold. Where are the other snakes? There's supposed to be 2 more snakes on my right. They didn't spawn in. Whoa. That has never happened like that before. I've never had a delayed spawn from those snakes like that. That's wild. That's what constitutes as wild in this playthrough. Something behaving in a very moderately atypical fashion. What did I play first tonight? We played Santa Claus Jr. It's a Game Boy Color platformer. It's pretty good. Should have picked up that candle refill. Put myself in a bad situation there. Fortunately, I didn't pay for it. No! Robbed. I was on that platform. This game is a thief and a liar. And it doesn't even have good manners. Ooh, felt really close to my head. This is one of those games that when I do better at it, I don't really feel good about having clean progress through a level like I have through these sometimes. I just feel resentment over how proficient I've been forced to become. And anytime I talk about doing well, I immediately have to be put back in my place. Timing is off, so I didn't just go for it like I might have normally. I could see that the platforms are off. I want that first platform to be moving away from me as I approach. Like this. That's good timing. Let's go. Like, this right here is pretty much my ideal setup. If it can get better, I don't know how. Oh, yuck. This is not ideal. I stopped that skull way too low down. These are not going to be as perfect as I want them to be. Yeah, that's too far away. I think I'm doomed. I think I'm waiting too long there. I think that's my problem. I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. I just play it. I never learn anything. You can walk across that platform the first time, but you can't on subsequent passes. I was getting greedy. Let's go. This is my PB. I've been here a few times. I don't know how to make progress in this part at all, though. I'm never here long enough to learn anything useful. How am I still alive? So I don't know if I go over there and then retreat, or... Oh, this guy spawning in helped me out a lot. Did that bubble kill the dragon? Or did that guy kill the dragon? I actually don't know. I'm gonna go back over here, though, in case it was the bubble. I think it's this guy. I think he's helping me out. I don't know. Dead. Well, that's the furthest I've ever been, and it was all because of that RNG lizard guy. It was nothing to do with any of my wisdom or skill or talent. That's a new PB. Yeah, trophy, kind of. Thank you, Sparrow. I guess I gotta take it, right? I guess I gotta pretend to be happy about it. To tell Jelly, and somehow a sandwich. I actually think peanut butter and jelly sandwich would be really, really tasty right now. I need to use that enemy to my advantage more often. I complained about how he throws off the enemy spawns, but he also gives me the opportunity to just tank damage in exchange for progress, and right now, at least, I'm of the mind that maybe that's the kind of trade I want to be making more frequently. Hey, the snakes weren't weird this time. Hey, Sark, great to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night, my friend. I find myself playing Dragon's Lair again, so you know how my night's going. Oh, and with a raid. Hey, thank you very much. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome to night 14 of me torturing myself with Dragon's Lair on NES. This is a first playthrough. This is supposed to be a blind playthrough, so you will likely discover that there's a lot I don't properly understand about this game, and we want to keep it that way for as long as possible. So just a heads up. Welcome in. Is that Hufflechuff? Thank you for coming along. Hope you had a good night tonight, Sark. If you somehow don't know our friend's stream, it is one of my absolute favorites. Sark is a colossus of retro achievements, and he lets viewers cue what games he plays. So sometimes he does some really cool stuff, and usually he does a lot of trash. But he is an extremely skilled gamer, and he badges almost everything he plays. And definitely a great place to spend your time. Sark, I think Sark's stream is my most watched stream of last year. We just got the The recaps. I think Sark. I think you were my number one. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm very fortunate to have come across your stream. We badged Urban Rain. Was a great time, despite the beatings. That's a way to describe your night. Baron Metz, always great to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you and yours are doing great. We are doing well. Baby man just turned 14 months yesterday. He is walking now, and so he keeps me very busy during the day. But we are all doing very well, and looking forward to the upcoming holiday. I just figured out last night how to consistently make it through one of the areas that was giving me a lot of trouble in this game. And in a few moments, you will see that area, and you will also see that I am lying. I thought I found a consistent setup, and it is consistent, like, about 50% of the time. But unfortunately, it's the best I have, so... If I can get there with 6 or 7 lives, then maybe I can, I'm doing real bad right now. If I can get there with 6 or 7 lives, then maybe I can make it through with 2 or 3 if I'm real lucky. It's consistent, yeah. Shrekmas is quickly approaching. I have yet to play any Shrek games myself. But I am excited for you. Really, that's surprising. They're definitely on my radar. But yeah, I've never yet played a Shrek game. Oh, I just remembered. I learned that there's another energy somewhere on this stage. But I don't know where it is. Is it over here? No, that would have been convenient. I think I'm gonna die right before the checkpoint. I got the checkpoint. And I survived. Oh, but the energy didn't spawn. Oh, I'm out of candle. That's why the energy didn't spawn. Alright, well. Rip. Get the life, get the life. Let's go. That's the furthest I've ever made it on a single life. Easily the furthest I've ever made it on a single life. That was it. That was an amazing run. "2025 is almost over, kind of crazy," Derek says. Time is very strange for me because, like, my days are all very similar, so things very much seem to take a long time and no time at all simultaneously. I don't feel like I'm capable of registering the passage of time anymore. I wonder if I should have waited another cycle there. Oh, this is looking bad. Yeah, that's bad. This is the part I was talking about. I always struggle tremendously with these two platforms. I don't have any good way of consistently approaching them. But I have found that if I just go for it just as fast as I can, I do a big jump and a little jump, that it has higher odds of accidentally landing the way I need it to than it does if I try to plan things out. So that's my new strategy. My new strategy is to barrel through with no strategy. That's a shame I died there, because I really should have been able to make it without. That happening. Yeah, that's a shame. The 1 minute I'm having my midlife crisis at 40, Sparrow says. And now I'm almost 41. Well, hopefully that's, mostly a, hyperbole. It's like you just kind of realize everything at 40, Sparrow said. At least I did. I mean, I'm not too far off of 40. I can't imagine my perspective on much changing. I guess that's why it would be all the more alarming if it did. But, I don't know, I feel pretty, solidly formed. Could have jumped way earlier. Don't risk it. Let's go. Hey, Arkanoid Addict. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little while. I'm glad you caught us and doing some Dragon's Lair. Because I do believe you are pretty enthusiastic about this game. I just saw like 2 millimeters further into the game. I reached a new PB, but it's very, very close to where my previous PB was. Maybe it depends on how content you are at the time, Sparrow says. All the things you said you were going to do suddenly seem to bubble up. Maybe some things you wanted to do in your 20s but cared too much what others thought now become important without the care factor. I mean, I definitely understand what it is to have regret, right? But I can't help but thinking realistically that, like, at most times when there is something in my life that I would have preferred had gone otherwise, if I look back at it now, I can't help but think, had things gone for me the way I wanted them to back then, everything would be much worse for me now. I don't necessarily think that this is like a perspective that the point's not to necessarily encourage advocating for developing that perspective, because I'm probably just, you know, I may be in a situation of unique fortune in regard to that. Or maybe not. Maybe you just should be pessimistic about your regrets. Maybe that's the problem. People have regrets because they're too optimistic about what might have been. You should be more pessimistic about what might have been. Then you won't have regrets. This is a new PB as well, by the way. As foolish as it probably is for me to call it out, I have never seen anywhere near this far in this stage. It's a dragon! Its projectile moves along the ground. Is that the dragon? Is that the dragon's lair? Could that please just be the end? That's all I want for Christmas. Sorry, I know I'm behind on the chat. Frownie's too stubborn to have a midlife crisis, Cal says. I hope that's true. Kind of realize that you don't have forever to do stuff, and a bit of grieving the loss of being considered young. I can understand. I mean, I don't really, like, I don't necessarily, like, I don't have that same feeling, but I mean, I can get it. It's hard to imagine I was ever young. I feel like I was born almost 40. Kind of reminds me of that country song about being grateful for unanswered prayers. I know that one. Is that a Garth Brooks song? I guess I know who did it, but I know the song. Oh. The smoke works differently. Oh my goodness. I'm not learning anything. Think so. Not a fan, but my sister is or was, so I heard it more than I ever wanted to. I think it's not a bad song. I might not put it on, like, I might not put it on a mixtape, but I won't change the radio if it comes on. I fear I'll be considered young forever, thoroughly in my 30s, and still get mistaken for being in high school with alarming frequency, Cal says. Which song? Unanswered Prayers by Garth Brooks, Arkanoid Addict. It's a 90s country tune. Hard for Frownie to be down at the moment with a 14-month-old around, Zergling says. I mean, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, too. Baby Man makes things very easy to put into perspective. Even though I don't want to stay up till 4 a.m., out listening to loud music, the fact that my body probably won't really let me anymore, and that I begin to look pretty dodgy out at the clubs now, Sparrow says. When Frownie visits the doctor, he doesn't ask for results. That's a spoiler. Game of the year right here, Kiss Army says. No, don't stand up. Oh, I almost stood up. Rough. I did mildly better. Like 0.01% better. I think I consider it a major victory if I just even figure out how to damage the dragon. If I could just damage him once. We'll call it a major victory. I am doing a better job at getting past these smaller dragons than I ever have, so we've definitely improved. Oh no, yeah, if the smoke is killing me, I don't even want to think about the fire. I couldn't stand up fast enough. Rip. Alright, I did not get the major victory I hoped for. Kind of hate games like this where the animation was clearly the priority over the gameplay and controls. Absolutely barren meds, you know. I despise cinematic platformers like this. They are miserable experiences for me. Cinematic platformers are the only platformers I hate, Sark says. Yeah, I love... Like, platformers my favorite genre, right? If I played nothing but platformers for the rest of my days, I'd be perfectly content. But cinematic platformers are horrific. Spoon Blazer, welcome in. Your camera quality looks like you're using a PlayStation 3 Move camera, and I love it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I got kind of lucky. My camera, it's like a $6 webcam I bought off Amazon like 5 years ago. And I was actually using another one when I started the stream. I started streaming in 2021, and I was using another webcam. It's the same model, but I bought a backup one, and I'm lucky I did because the first one just died completely one night, just suddenly, just instantly stopped working. No idea why. And now this one, this one looks like it's going out, but I'm kind of lucky because in the process of dying, it has given me a really cool, like, fuzzy television signal effect, and I think I actually have a third one that should be, like, basically brand new. I've never used it before, but I don't want to swap it out because this one still works. And I actually like the way it looks. I was saying it looks like watching an old home movie on VHS. I mean, it's perfect, because, like, I mean, I play all these games on a composite signal anyway, so everything's gonna be, like, terrible resolution. Might as well just lean into it. We need more Pooh Bear games. I think I've played every I think I've played every one that exists. At least on consoles. There may be some more Winnie the Pooh games on well, there definitely are some on the computer. But I don't know if there's a console one out there that I haven't played. I'll need someone to tell me about it, because I tried to find them all. I need at least 700 keyframes to switch directions, Sparrow says. The older you get, the better you get at DJing, Sparrow says, or so they say. It's just a stat that automatically increases. I was telling someone, Sparrow. I was telling someone about my aviation hearing test headphones from the 70s just the other day. So thank you again for these. You've saved me from a lot of pain. Fits the retro vibe perfectly, Cow says. Oh bother, I still need to get around to playing the PlayStation 2 versions of Rumbly Tumbly and Piglet's Big Adventure. We did those. I did the GameCube versions of those. I don't know if the PlayStation 2 is significantly different in any way. They're alright. They're not, like, very good, but... they're a lot less painful to play than Dragon's Lair. Oh, actually, you know what? I take it back. Piglet's Big Adventure, I forgot about the last stage in that. The final stage in that it was a horrific nightmare for me. It's not okay at all. I think that game's harder to play on the GameCube, though, because of the bogus button layout. Last stage did jump in difficulty for sure. It did, but also my copy of the game kept crashing on the final stage, so I kept having to restart it for no reason, on top of everything else. They're made with enough competency to not be complete shovelware, yeah. My favorite of the Winnie the Pooh games is the party game on the PlayStation 1. Winnie the Pooh's party game. I think that was my favorite. It's a Mario Party clone with very little content, but it was solid enough that it's probably the one I had the most fun with. You guys really make me feel better about liking music. That's just a kick and snare for 2 hours, Sparrow says. The version that you played crashed as well in the final stage on the GameCube? Maybe it's, maybe it's a universal issue then. If anyone's gonna champion repetitive music, you know it's gonna be me, Cal says. Why is the dragon in the lair? I guess he's just a, I guess he's just a homebody. Which, I can relate to. I like being in my lair. I like being in my domain. My castle. Sometimes the monsters, you know, sometimes the monsters come to you, sometimes you go to the monsters. That skull is creeping up behind me. Oh, please hit the checkpoint. Felt like maybe there was chat messages that I'd missed a little back up. I wanted to scroll. If I have missed anything, apologies. I knew I was too far forward. I'm gonna lose lives at the double platforms. I don't need to lose so many lives somewhere else. I think I'm dead. Miraculously, I survived. I thought that skull was too low. I didn't think I'd be able to cross under him. Come on, give me good platform timing. Oh, that looks not perfect. Oh, and now I'm dead. That's a shame. Oh, we got a new follower. Hey, thank you for coming on board. Hope you're doing well, and very much appreciate having you with us. I am dead again. That's not good. Come on, line up. Is it because I'm not waiting there? Oh no. I think it is. Okay. Well, I can't fix this now, so... just go for it. Oh, no! I got robbed! Why did he step off the thing? I don't like this game. Alright. What? I disagree. Bogus. Well, that's awful. Oh. Alright, sadly, my friends, I would like to keep going, but it's just too late. I'm gonna have to wrap up so that I can get some sleep. So that I can be a properly functioning adult tomorrow. But thank you for being here with me tonight. I wish we could do another round. I would really like to try and face that dragon again, but it's just not meant to be. So maybe next time. Thanks for streaming. Thank you again for the raid, Sark. Always grateful to have you come by. You just see, we'll raid out. I'm just gonna see who's live and what they're doing. Maybe we'll go this way. My next stream, I'd like to stream again on Sunday night. And try to finish up Disaster Report. Or, I mean, I don't know about finishing it, but at least make some more progress in it. Get another ending. So hopefully I can make that happen. And then maybe Tuesday and Thursday next week as well. Maybe with some more Christmas games and Dragon's Lair after if they're short enough like these other ones have been. I think that would be, I think that's what we're likely to do. But keep an eye on the Discord. I'll give you more reliable information in there. If you're not in our Discord, send me a whisper and I'll send you an invite. Thanks for the wonderful stream. Thank you, Cows, Mets, Zergling. Get some good rest. Thank you. Congrats on finding the dragon. Thank you. I really hope that's the end. I really hope that's the end of the game. I really hope that dragon is the end. It's another one I've started to need to finish. So much to miss in that game. Disaster Report, yeah. It's a pretty cool game. I mean, I could understand if someone doesn't like it very much, but it's definitely got problems, but it's mostly a lot of fun. I try to make new save slots every time a decision happens, so hopefully we can chase down some of the alternate content without having to do full replays of everything, but we'll see. My raid button here is not being very cooperative. Alright, I'm going to send this over to Jay playing some Kirby. Should be a good place to unwind after the pain of Dragon's Lair. Thank you one last time for your company, my friends. Very much appreciate you, and I hope that I will be lucky enough to spend some time with you again very soon. But have a fantastic start to your weekend. And that's going to be it for us for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.